Check, check, check. We in this bitch? We live? We are live. Alright, let's rock. Okay, let's rock. Okay, how's it going? Can't see my face. Nope. There we go. Holy crap, what is happening? There we go. Alright, I'm gonna warm up for the day. I usually like to do that by just going through a book that I like. Today I'm going to be just doing some straight inks, kind of referencing this Jerome K. Jean Bluche comic, Le Lettre. And I'm going to just start. I usually kind of just start by just seeing some lines that I like and just kind of start filling up a page. This is my shitty sketchbook. I keep multiple sketchbooks, right? Like this is my shitty sketchbook. So this is everything that's kind of like straight ink. I'm not even really supposed to be showing that's how shitty this is, but I wanted to emphasize this is a shitty sketchbook, and I think you should keep a shitty sketchbook. And then I've got my good sketchbook, which I'll be doing I'll do like a pencil and ink version of a panel in that. One thing I actually might also do though is later this week I really want to start studying sound effects more. So I think I'm going to definitely do some sound effects studies this week too, actually. But yeah, I don't know. It's always hard figuring out how to do studies and recording them. But let's just go. All right. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. Oh no, is this done? Is this dead already? Yup. Hate to see it, man. Hate when a Tombow dies. Yo, Rachel, what's up? I never know how to say your last name. I ran into our mutual friend, Jazz, recently in Philly, and I was like, oh yeah, I've been like, I know Rachel, Gittlefish, or something. I like completely butchered your last name. and there's no way for you to tell me what your last name is. Gittelvik. There you go. Gittelvik. And this, man, like, I really try not to get too precious with any of these straight to inks. Like I said, like, I kind of think of it as like delusional hobo. This is an odd time for you. Yeah, man. So like, I have I got hired as a job. I got like a part-time job doing graphic design, and it's been like a crazy learning experience. Like, I've had to basically like learn Photoshop, like actually how to use Photoshop. I actually just did a shit ton of Illustrator tutorials this morning. So I've just been very busy, just kind of getting used to like doing like graphic design stuff. So that's why I haven't been streaming on like Twitch or anything. But I'm doing it again. I'm here, and I decided to come over here to try out the old boob tube. Gitlovich. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, I got this. Gitlovich. Is that French? Or is that, what is that? Also, Delusional Hobo, who are you? Are you from the Twitch stream? I'm so used to, like, Twitch names, so I'm sorry if it's like, if it's Vic or Danny. Russian. Man, every other country like has us fucking beat, dude. Like, you're Russian. You can speak, I bet you could probably speak Russian. And you could speak, I don't want to dox you, but never mind. You know, you already know where you're at, so like you can already speak that language too. Jesus Christ, woman. You're a genius. I remember going to France last year. I'm not bragging. And I was amazed. I felt so stupid as an American. Because I was like, there's people over here that can speak 50 different languages. I think I've told this one story before, but like, when we first got into France, we were very hungry. So we went to go get some pho. Because I was like, why not, you know? I love pho. I want to see what pho tastes like in all the countries that I go to. And, you know, we're there, we're at the pho restaurant, and there's dudes that are speaking fluent, beautiful French, and they're Vietnamese as fuck. And then they're speaking French, and then they're switching to like Vietnamese, like effortlessly. It was insane to watch. And then I went up to the dude, and I was like, "Parlez-vous anglais?" And he was like, "Yo, what's up?" He was like, "What's up, dude? What do you need?" And I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm like here half the year, and then I go to like New York. I live there for like the rest of the year, and then sometimes I go to Vietnam." I was like, "How the fuck? This is insane, dude. This is crazy. You can speak this many languages immaculately." So like, America rules. but we definitely run on Dunkin'. It's insane, dude. It's insane. I think we've had too much Dunkin' Donuts. I'm tired of being a stupid American, dude. I want to be like a smart. But the thing that sucks though is like when you do leave America, you do like immediately like you're like, dang, dude, our country does shred, because it's like I remember we got to Paris and you know, we didn't get any, like, we got pho and everything, but all the grocery stores were closed by the time we got back to our Airbnb. And I was like, oh, I'll just like, you know, I'll just walk to like a 7-Eleven or something. And I was like, oh, they're all closed. It was like 11 o'clock. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, the only things that are open were like bars. I was like, I don't want to go to a bar by myself in a foreign country. So it's like, damn, dude, if we were in America right now, we could Grubhub some grub. Oh, tangent city. Vietnam was colonized by France for a while, so them knowing French makes sense. Yeah, I keep forgetting that, because that's where like the banh mi and shit comes from, right? I love that, like, somewhere in history, like, we call French people, you know, we're always like, the French, they're a bunch of fucking, they're a bunch of pansies, they're a bunch of wusses. And then you, like, if you look into history, it's like, dude, the French fucked shit up. French did horrible shit. And then they just got lazy. They were just like, we want to make a film. I want to have a menage. They just became, you know what I mean? They're like, they did all the wars. They're like, all right, dude, that was fun. Like, that was crazy. After like World War I, like, France was like, all right, that was nuts. That was crazy. let's chill on war and colonizing. Let's just chill. And they're like, the Germans, they'll never get through the, what was the forest that surrounded France from Belgium? The French were like, they'll never break through. And then the fucking Germans were like, oh, you thought? It's nuts. Yeah, I think they influenced the Vietnamese language at some point, but I don't remember. Yeah, it's a strange history. You miss Duncan? Nah, bro, you don't miss Duncan. I know, I think over in France, I think you just have like, what, like, I don't mind like shitty coffee, because like shitty coffee doesn't make me insane. Like, over in America, like, this is like a pro-American stream today, but like our coffee's too fucking strong. Like, I had to stop drinking coffee because like I was literally having like anxiety attacks every single day. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, oh yeah, it's because I've literally had jet fuel. Because like every coffee shop you go to is just like, do you want to get fucked up and get some work done? Well, we got your back. And it's like, yo, I don't need this much fucking energy, dude. It's insane like how fucking strong coffee has gotten. Like, cold brew is like, should be illegal. You should have to be 18 years old to drink cold brew. They shouldn't just be letting anybody just roll into a store and just grabbing a little thing of cold brew. That shit is dangerous, man. I like these folds, so let's draw a couple of these folds. No, American coffee is weak. I miss getting coffee in quantities more than a thimbleful. Yeah, it's true. Espresso here will fuck you up. I think it's a quantity thing. Oh, okay. I don't know, man. Like when I was over there, I was able to drink coffee and not feel like nutty. And I hate to be one of those people that's just like, oh, I just can't, you know, I'm caffeine sensitive. It's like, I'm not caffeine sensitive. Like, I drink a yerba mate, like, every day. And, like, there's, like, 150 grams of caffeine in that somehow. It's like, is this tea or is this just, like, tea with cocaine sprinkled in the mix? There's no fucking way this tea should be this roided up, but I'm not complaining because I love it. But like I can drink a yerba mate and feel fine. You know what I mean? Like I have like, you know, whatever problems will come up during the day are like manageable. But with coffee, man, like the initial sips are great. It's like smoking weed for me. It's like, you know, the first puff is awesome. Like, you're like, yes, dude. About to get fucking stoned. I'm gonna fucking eat some stuff. This is gonna be fun. And then, like, 10 minutes go by, and then you're like, oh my god. Like, there's like this sinking feeling in your chest, and you're like, holy shit, I didn't plan my day, oh my god. Like, you just start freaking out. Well, I do anyway. But I start freaking the fuck out. That's how I feel on coffee. And it's a bummer because, like, I love the taste of coffee. Love the taste of coffee. Love the smell of weed, but can't have either. Alright, let's draw some cars. That's the Derek Jones Chronicles. I love the way that Elaine Dodier draws cars. They're very cute. I'm butchering this one. Sean Murphy would like to know your location. Wait, why Sean Murphy? What did I do? Man, I love that guy's stuff. I love Sean Murphy. I think he draws probably the best cars. Oh, you started drawing cars, yeah. He's good at drawing cars, but what he's really good at is like sitting them into a panel very well. Like he knows like how to like come up with these cool, like, so like he'll like, this is like the panel, right? He'll do cool shit where it's like, you know, the car is like this or whatever. God damn, dude, cars are so fucking hard to draw. I don't know. He just figures out how to, like, do shit, like, I know this doesn't do it any justice at all, but, like, what am I trying to say? I don't know how he does it. But he does cars immaculately, but the thing I like about it is how he places them in his panels and, like, the perspectives that he uses. Just crazy stuff that guy does. But there's like this skill to like drawing cars. Imagine him doing the art on Transformers, dude. I mean, they made the right decision by going with Daniel, or we're going with Dan. But I mean, they got. I mean, yeah, dude, that would have been fucking crazy. I bet it could happen. I bet somebody could convince him to do like a, you know, like an issue or two. I'm sure it popped up, but I mean, Sean Murphy is Sean Murphy now, so it's like, you know, that dude's probably not doing. I can't imagine what his page rate is. But yeah, dude, oh my god, yeah, his shit would be nuts. I'm very excited to get that free comic book day copy of Transformers, because it's got Ryan Otley drawing a Megatron backup story or something like that. Like I'm pretty amped on that. I'm like, holy crap. Now that's someone that, can you imagine him taking over Transformers, like art duties? I'm pretty stoked on the new guy that they got, Jorge Corona. Sorry if I'm totally butchering your name, but that guy is really good too. I still gotta finish Duke with Tom fucking Riley. That guy's amazing, dude. No clue. Check him out. His name is I believe it's Jorge Corona. But he's taken over art duties, and Dan is still going to be drawing, or still writing. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, if I can get my cars to be this simple. Damn, that was already 20 minutes. Damn! Alright. What panel should we redraw? Let's redraw this panel, because it's got a car in it. And I want to start my day off drawing something hard. Hey Siri, stop timer. Break out. Just started this new sketchbook a couple days ago. Already got a cool portrait in there. Got a comic. I started another this is like an Instagram, maybe on Instagram comic. It's a Kamen Rider. Love me some Kamen Rider. I've been drawing this Kamen Rider series of paintings that I'm very excited to show people when they're done. All right. Let's see if we can draw this panel. Oh hell yeah! Yeah, Kamen Rider rules. Are you a fan of Kamen Rider? Weird show, but I love it. I think I found like my wrestling, you know? Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. Alright, so we got 20 minutes to bust this out. I gotta get on the train by 11, I gotta get on the train by like 11:20. And I'm trying to just stream for like an hour and some change maybe. I have no idea what it is. Oh man, Kamen Rider rules. It's just basically like it's like Japan's like soap opera for boys. It's like their superhero, but it's like really lo-fi. If that makes sense. Like it's like you can see the budget. You know what I mean? It's like a live action. It's called tokusatsu. It's interesting. It's definitely like interesting, but it's whew. Sometimes that show can just be like, oh my god, this is horrible. It's like, good fucking lord. It's definitely a strange, but it's like wrestling, you know what I mean? It's like wrestling, basically. But everybody's a snake. That's why I try to keep the grass cut. Shout out Jadakiss. Yeah, it's basically Power Rangers but with bugs. Bug superheroes. For some odd reason in Japan they love bugs superheroes. They love bugs. I don't know why. But it's definitely something you don't need to like. Don't feel bad if you don't know it. You don't really need to. They tried to bring it over here. It was like another one of those like, once the success of like Power Rangers kind of blew up, they're like, what else does Japan have that we can just like totally just butcher? And this was like one of the worst ones. Like this one did horrific because they like literally. What's the story like? There's like 1 billion episodes of this show. It's been running since like the 70s. It's like their Doctor Who. It's been running since like 1970 something. So there's all these different types of Kamen Riders. And when Sabin tried to bring it over here, they chopped up like a bunch of different Kamen Rider shows and tried to make it into a show. So they're like using footage from like 1981 for a show that's coming out in like 1995. And they didn't think kids were gonna like pick that up. Kids were like, what the fuck? Why does this look like this? I just recently started rewatching. I was gonna try to put together some sample pages of Power Rangers, and yeah, I just kind of started it. I thumbnailed out like a 7-page Megazord fight scene, and yeah, it just kind of was like, is that what I really want to do? Like, I do need more work in comics, but I'm like, do I really want to be like a film? Like, they're not gonna say yes, because I just looked at like all the other art that they've used for like the Power Rangers books, and I was like, well, I don't draw it remotely close to that. And I do like Power Rangers, but I was like, after revisiting the TV show and everything, I was like, I don't think I like this that much to want to try to get a job doing that. But I started rewatching the show just to kind of get some ideas. And I was like, holy shit, I don't remember this show being like this choppy, man. Like, they're literally like in America, like they're at school, and then they like, when like the fights happen, they literally cut to Japan. They cut to Japan, and then for some odd reason, like, they never fight in the city, so then they just fight in some strange field. It's like, oh man, I can't believe I fell for this as a kid. I was like such a fucking idiot. Elaine also does this really cool thing where he doesn't really like complete a circle for like his wheels. We'll see if we can knock this. Let's see if we can knock out a car panel before going into the office. I heard somewhere that for the American version of Power Rangers, they literally just spliced together 2 or 3 Japanese shows. Yeah. The Power Rangers one, it was always just one. But for like the Kamen Rider, that's the one that they literally like spliced together 3 different Kamen Rider shows from like 3 different decades. So it's like they were using Kamen Rider footage from like 1981 to 1983, and then like splicing that together with like footage from like this show came out in like 1996. So the production values are like way the fuck off and like very noticeable. In Power Rangers, like they kind of things looked didn't it was like a little bit better because like for Power Rangers they would just take one whatever like show was airing or had aired previously. They would just take the footage of all the Power Rangers from that show and splice that together. But they weren't as egregious as they were with Kamen Rider for some odd reason. I don't know why they did that. Because they didn't do that with like Beetleborgs. Or maybe they did. That's one I'd like to revisit because I like mechs. I'm mad at myself because I really want to just do my Kamen Rider comic. I just want to get it done. And then I saw the other day on like Kickstarter, some kid is like doing essentially like a Kamen Rider comic, like his own version of like a Super Sentai. And I was like, dang, man, come on, man, I gotta do this. Like, I want to like set aside a month to just like bang it out. Like, I have it already written out and everything. Like, I have a whole like one-shot Kamen Rider story written out. But yeah, man, just bad at managing time right now. Because like, I don't want to keep saying like, oh, I just don't have the time. It's like, I have the time. What I don't have is like a great like time system right now. And I'm also like about to move across the country back to the East Coast. Can only imagine what the hell that's gonna cause, like what that's gonna do to my like drawing schedule. Not excited. I mean, I'm excited to move, but because I do like Chicago, but Chicago's cool. Chicago's been really dope, and it's like it's a comic city, which is nice. And what I'm literally going to say is going to sound stupid as fuck because I'm literally moving to New York, which apparently is way bigger than Chicago. But I think Chicago's too big. Like, Chicago is so fucking gigantic. Oh shit, I fucked up. Like, Chicago's just too fucking big. Your girlfriend staying here? No, that's why we're moving. She got a job in the old Bronx. So that's why we're moving. Got a cute car. All right. Now let's start inking this fucking thing. But I told her, I was like, I like Chicago a lot. I mean, I don't like the city so much. I think it's like I said, I think it's just too big, too spread out. But I love the people here, man. Like, I think I've met some of like the nicest people being out here. And I think like if you're like a social person, man, move to Chicago Because that Midwest charm shit is real, man. Like, people are just down to, like... People are down to just chat. And it's like... It's not weird, you know what I mean? Like you chatting with somebody in, like, New York or Philly, and you don't know them... Like, you can just feel the paranoia, like, building up inside of the person you're talking to. They're just like, what do you want? Why are you doing this right now? They're like, I don't know what you want. I don't have it, okay? And you're like, oh, I'm just trying to just shoot the shit. And they're like, I don't have time to shoot shits, okay? I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. I have enough friends. You know, like, that's like the vibe pretty much everywhere on the East Coast, you know? I got enough friends. No thank you. I don't want any more. That is all. You know? I used to teach in the Bronx. Oh, hell yeah. How did you like it? We're going to visit this Friday, so... I've never been. From what I hear it's pretty cool. Every time I think of the Bronx, I always think of that, it's that song called, it's Fat Joe and Big Pun. There's that part where he's just like, the South Bronx, the South Bronx, the South Bronx. So that's my only knowledge of the Bronx. Is from a song from 1990 1990 fucking whatever. The South Bronx, the South Bronx. Shit ruled. Should we just draw this whole panel? I don't think I have time. Oh shit, yeah, it's 10:54. Alright, let's ink this thing. I got a man's ass to go kick. I guess what I like to do now is, like, if I'm drawing from a panel, kind of look at the panel, and you gotta put it away. Alright, let's get in here. I don't know, man. Like, I know everybody kind of has their way of, like, getting warm. For me, this just, like, gets me stoked to draw. And it's like, I remember reading that, like, it was either... God, what's the guy's name? The Fear and Loathing guy. But apparently he used to rewrite, like, chapters of, like, Catcher in the Rye or something like that before he would start writing for the day. And he was like, I just want to feel what it feels like to write, like, a masterpiece. And I'm kind of the same way. This was like, well, I just want to feel like what it feels like to make a good drawing. And it's not so much like a style exploration, it's just kind of like a... I do love this style. I do love the Franco-Belgian, but I don't know, it's also just like kind of like a funner way to like build up like your visual library. Visual lab, bruh. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
So I don't know. If you're looking for ways to like warm up and stuff, this is a fun one. Kind of like a master study, but also not. I miss Hostos. I lived in Brooklyn. Oh, damn. That was a fun commute to class. Yeah, how long was that commute? That was like, what? It's got to be like an hour train ride, right? It was fun. Didn't spend too much time up there, but I liked northern side of Manhattan, Bronx, Yonkers. Some neighborhoods can get a bit rough. Yeah. That seems to be like the sentiment is like, it's dope, but also it's certain spots are not dope. be safe, you know. Be on your P's and Q's. Which is just like, it sucks that like cities are like that. There should be mandatory like mental health test every Every 6 months, you should have to go to the DMV and they test you, like, what's going on with you? You alright? How long have you been unemployed? Yeah. Are you talking to yourself? It's like, well, yeah, but, you know, I do a stream. Alright. That seems kind of sketchy, but we'll let it ride this one time. It's just crazy the amount of, like, I know a lot of people, it's like a touchy subject, like the homelessness thing, but it's just like, it's a fucking bummer, man. It's like, this sucks. Like, put these fuckers in like a, just give them a hotel. Like, give them a hotel. I guess the thing is, like, you'd have to get people to work at that hotel. And everybody wants to help homeless people, but nobody actually, like, wants to do the work. I certainly don't. My girlfriend's been doing it, and she's just like, yeah, it's fucking nuts. Like, it's insane that people live like this. But I do feel like the older I get, I am starting to get a little bit like Republican with my views. I'm just like, these fucking people, they come to our country. I can't even get a goddamn drawing comic books and these fuckers live in a hotel room. What the hell? But then it's also just like, well, yeah, I mean, but you're not willing to go work in a sewer, or you're not willing to go build a house in the middle of October. And it's like, yeah, that's true. Maybe they do deserve a gift card every day and 5-star hotel room. Maybe. Maybe like the people in charge let that happen, because then they're like, all right, you guys that are being lazy, huh? Look at these fuckers. Look at what they did. They walked through water, came here, and have no problem working at a Sunoco. What's your excuse? And you're like, all right, true. Yeah, man. I don't really know much about that situation, so I'm just gonna vent mostly. But just in case anyone wants to call me out, it's like, yeah, I don't know anything. I just live in a city where there's a lot of weird shit going on. Emil Ferris almost got canceled. Emil Ferris almost got canceled because her old ass was like, there's a lot of non-citizens walking around, and everyone was like, well, what do you mean by that? And it's like, well, she's not wrong. There are a lot of non-Americans walking around. It is a little troublesome. Like, can we drop the fucking, can we drop like the I'm not a bad guy, I don't have twisted views thing? It's a little alarming. That was funny to me. I like just started following her, and like all these people were just unfollowing her, and they're like, some person was like, my favorite monsters is racist or something like that. I don't know. Everybody's giving her shit. I'm like, dude, leave that old lady alone, dude. She's like 60 years old. Let her get on the internet and say shit that your grandma is definitely going to say if you go to visit your grandma. Like, why are there so many Spanish people downtown? It's like, grandma, because they need a place to stay. That's why. Everybody was so mean to that woman, dude. It's like, come on, man. Also, if Emil Ferris is racist, so what? Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I'm racist. I fucking hate so many people. I can't stand people, dude. Make racism cool again, dude. This is what happens when you haven't had that much tea. Start saying crazy shit. She also did kind of have a good point where she was just like, this is crazy that, like, I have friends that served in Vietnam and they're homeless and these people are getting all these amenities. It's like, yeah, Emil, for sure, but don't say this on Twitter. Don't say any of this on Twitter. Are you nuts? You're being published by Fantagraphics. All those kids are like, your audience is like liberal as hell. They're not gonna put up with this. But she was gonna leave Twitter and then she didn't. So shout out to Emil Ferris, man. Don't let him get you down, Emil. Poor lady. Oh, I fucked up. Make a mess. The other thing I like that he does is he does this kind of like feathering kind of thing. That'd be hilarious if I just become like the next Hassan Minaj. I'm just on here just talking about shit I don't know anything about. I did almost watch the... I don't know. YouTube was talking a lot about, like, I guess the DNC and all that shit. It's crazy, like, that I'm so disconnected from all that. I'm like, I totally forgot that we have an election coming up. I have no idea who I'm voting for. And I don't want to, can't talk politics. But I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I don't know anything right now. Like, I haven't been paying attention to that shit at all, dude. I forgot we had a president. I'm not even gonna lie. Hassan B. I totally forgot we still had a president. Because I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, doesn't everybody know that's like a sham? Like, why are people still getting like rallied up about the president? It's like if it's never been more clear that the president doesn't do jack shit and the president is literally just a puppet. I think they're not even trying to hide that anymore. They're like, dude, you got an 80-year-old guy running the country apparently. It's like, would you let your 80-year-old dad drive you to McDonald's? Well, then why the fuck is one running the country? You know what I mean? Get a fucking 29-year-old in there. It's gonna have some crazy radical ideas. Upward momentum and shit. Hey Siri, set timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Starting.
Who's been the youngest president? Was it Jack? Or was it Obama? Was it Obama? Dude, I'm getting into politics. I'm gonna start streaming every single day, and I'm just gonna draw and like listen to politics. Yo, peace out, Rachel. Have fun. Have a good day. But I'm for real. I'm not even like trying to be funny. I like legitimately. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, we have a fucking election coming up. Shit, I gotta vote. Who am I gonna vote for? I don't know. I mean, I know, but who am I gonna tell people I voted for? That's the real question. You shooed Rachel away by going into politics. I hope not. I know I'm not into American, and your last election stressed me out. The idea that the U.S. could leave NATO is certainly interesting. See, I didn't even know that. Dang, that's crazy. My algorithm is just like, hey man, have you seen this episode of Power Rangers? I'm like, no, play it. Fuck it. Do you want to watch a YouTuber talk about Hideaki Anno's depression? Like, yeah, obviously. Put that on. I'm out the loop, man. I either gotta get back into the loop or just like succumb to just being ignorant. And just be like, yeah, dude, I'm ignorant. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I'm what they want the country to be. It's just like, fuck it, who cares? It's like, that's definitely not what I should be doing. I gotta get educated, but the shit is so stressful. It's stressful to learn about, like, politics and, like, what's going on in the world. You're like, holy shit, they're doing what? Oh my god, I'm going back in my hole, dude. I'll watch TV shows where genocide's happening, but at least there's somebody there to save the fucking day. You know what I mean? Alright, we got a car. It's 11:11. I gotta get ready. There you go. I got a man's ass to go kick. This was fun. Warming up. Now I gotta draw later. I'm gonna go into the office. Design some stickers. I'm designing stickers right now for my job. I'm employed. I'm an employee. All right. Shit, I can't close this. This ink is not dry. Yeah, man. There you go. Yeah, I want to just get everything in my drawing repertoire to just be this simple. Like, that shit is simple. Simple and plain, let me explain. Or like that Utada song. Simple and plain. Alright, that's an hour. I'm out of here. You guys have a good day. Thank you for popping by. Yeah, see you soon. See you again. Peace. You will not be able to reconnect. Yeah.